Well, so, it might be a challenge to get it back by 2023, but you have to realize that this government has quite a strong track record in that regard, and Indonesia has quite a strong fiscal track record. So in the past decade, the deficits were, all below 3%. Now we're facing an exceptional situation, obviously. But in normal times, there was a lot of support for prudent fiscal policy across the political spectrum. And we also saw a stable debt level below 30% of GDP. So that gives credibility to statements by the finance minister that she wants to return to the 3% by 2023. Of course, there will be challenges, and it depends on how the COVID situation will develop, how revenues will pick up again. There are certainly still spending needs certainly this year, and the government is providing those relief measures. But it means that it will take some time for the deficit to narrow.
Thomas, approaching the end of 2020, we have several positive, even super positive assumptions and also narratives. Entering 2021, especially this first quarter, do you see gradually the narratives is slowly realized when we talk about the GDP growth in Indonesia as been assumptions and also predicted before closing 2020?
That's a good question. If you look at global growth, so we have revised upwards our global growth forecasts to 6.1%. And you see that in a lot of countries in the world, there's a lot of fiscal stimulus. For instance, in the US, we've also raised our growth forecast for China, which is an important market for Indonesia for its commodities. In some sense, the Q4 data were quite solid. So for Indonesia itself, there's the domestic situation, which isn't great yet, in the sense that consumer confidence is still weak. Credit growth still negative. So there are downside risks there as well, and especially related to the vaccine rollout, globally and in Indonesia itself. But with the global growth picking up, we expect growth to be relatively high this year. Actually, we expect it to be 5.3%, which is at the top of the range of the government, the range of 4.5 to 5.3%, I believe. And this is also it's not just the global growth; it's also the base effect. So if you have contraction by 2% 1 year, then you have the arithmetic basically helps to improve the numbers simply because you start from a low base.